All right. The sale on TeePublic is tomorrow to Sunday. Just if anyone's interested, it is 35% off. Tomorrow through Sunday. Essentially every other week. That's what TeePublic does is every other week. And like they try to make it sound like it's like a big deal, like we have a sale this week. It's well you have a sale the week after next week too. So that's when you should get your stuff when it's a little cheaper. Anyways, when we last left Wicked Independent Prestige Incorporated, you were literally raiding the closet of the wizard that lives in the keep that these goblins seem to work for. You made your way to the center keep to the top floor, where you entered the wizard's chambers. There was a little seating room, a little reading room, I guess it would have been, and then which led into his bedroom, and ultimately led into his closet that you guys robbed of almost everything good, and then just literally destroyed his wardrobe. I believe some eldritch blasts were done on the poor wizard's shelves and everything like that. You then, using a teleportation scroll and a teleportation circle that was in the middle of the room, decided to try your hand at that, and you ended up teleporting yourself completely at random all the way back to the very beginning where you started in the trap room in the goblin's lair outside the killing floor, where you guys first ended up in this goblin's lair. You proceeded to pretty easily get yourself out of that room yet again, where you went the opposite direction from last time and took the southern cavern, which led to a barracks. I guess you could call it a barracks, where you masterfully, there we go, ambushed two lonely goblins that were on watch by a fire, only to then be ambushed yourselves by several goblins that came out of hiding from within the tents. And that is where we pick up. There are two goblins left here, and we start at the top of the round with this one that is right on top of Varo. So I'm assuming you're still not in the Foundry?
No, I'll just roll in D&D Beyond. It'll show up on the campaign page for D&D Beyond.
All right, then. All right, so let me see. Let me get my stuff together for this dude
3 minutes
here.
left.
The what?
It's 3 minutes left.
3 minutes, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and then you'll get in there. All right, so this dude here, he has got a multi-attack. So he pulls out his scimitar. I believe you even got a couple of hits in on this guy before.
Not
Yeah.
sure.
Tells you how many hit points they have in the tracker.
So he swings at you for an 18 and a 22.
Both hit.
Eeh. So let's see damage on that. So 12 points of slashing altogether on that attack.
It's 13.
13 points of slashing altogether on that attack. He then uses nimble escape, runs over to the wall here, so that's fine. And then he climbs up the wall another 10 feet. Taunting you in Goblin, which you understand, I believe, still. I don't remember how long that...
Yeah, I think it's a couple hours.
Couple hours.
Remember.
All right.
I don't remember
Right.
how much time has passed.
He's
I think
insulted.
it's an hour. I think it's an hour long.
Is it an
Oh
hour
yeah,
long?
yeah. I think it's your disguised self. I think that's
Yeah.
the one that's a couple hours.
Okay, so The spell is starting to wear off. You're hearing some words. He definitely said something about your mother, but you can no longer fully make it out. All right, that brings us to Elar, who I believe launched a fireball, which cleared most of this room last session.
Yep.
What would old Elar do here?
If that goblin is running up the wall and Elar can see them, then I would say Elar would step out. There's no more around him, so
Oh,
I'd
there's
say he'd
one
step.
here and one here.
Yeah, the one up the wall. I don't know that
Yeah.
he's got a really good line of sight on the incomplete goblin hunter, but
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
the other one.
Elar just takes a step, then that's get a direct shot there.
Finger guns.
Here we go. Eldritch Blast. 9 misses. And try again in a 16. Does that? Yeah, I don't remember this guy's HP. That also misses. So Elar, one goes wide and the other one comes really close and forces the goblin to duck, in which it shakes its fist at Elar very angrily. That brings us to... Alright. Our halfling friend, who is kind of useless with his 3 points of exhaustion. He doesn't have any ranged weapons. Can't climb the wall.
He can reach, unless his movement is halved.
It is halved because he's got
Okay.
3 points of exhaustion.
Well, he should probably get out of the way. Sorry, I forgot. He's not my. He's a an NPC, not an Elar.
Yeah. Let's see. So he's just gonna. Yeah, he's got not much. There's nothing he can really do right now. And he could try to throw a dagger. He throws it at disadvantage. You know what? He's feeling kind of down because everything he's done so far has sucked. So he takes out his dagger and he's just gonna whip it at this goblin that's up on the wall. Oops, that's with disadvantage. That misses anyways. Yeah, both. So he's just in desperation. He's just like, and it just goes like a good 5 feet way out of the way, and the goblin's just like,
Wilma's gonna be like, Jarvis, sit down, rest, hide yourself.
he
Useless.
runs off behind that tent. he hears useless. He's like, oh. And that brings us to the incomplete goblin who let me see, I have these on. I need to bring up my chart of their special things because I had it all laid out, but I don't remember what they were. This gun. Hold on. Alright. None of them are overly useful, but he is going to be stupid and come at you with his multi-attack.
Do you have a mouse?
Do I have a mouse?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
He's moving them all over the place, don't mind me. Alright, so... Same thing with his scimitar. He comes... Wow, they're doing well. 224s, Jesus. Alright, for... 13 damage. On his
13 points of slashing
multi-
damage.
Attack on you. And he also doing the goblin thing. We'll use Nimble Escape to disengage from you. And he makes it over to this wall, and then he climbs up. He can go another, like, 5. They have a movement of. Alright, so he can go 10 feet up the wall, too.
Lenny attack.
Oh. So 1d4 on.
1d4
goblin?
on a rando. Cat can flip a coin. Do I have a two-sided die? Hold on. Let me just double check if I've got two-sided. I've got a coin flip. I don't, but I can make one real quick. Oh, hold on. Let me see if my... Okay, my upload is complete, so I'm going to X out of this.
I can flip a bottle cap. I'll do that. Tails, it's the goblin on the left, so just again another just swoosh of darkness and comes across the cave, and sudden gust of wind and 1 point of electric damage. It's like almost like a static shock just comes off the wall and injures this goblin. He's very confused, looking all around, kind of like, what? No.
Alright.
Alright, so, boom. Alright, so, Varo, I don't know if you're in yet, but you are up, and there's a goblin about 12 feet to the wall, and then he's 10 feet up.
12 feet over, 10 feet up. So he's within, call it 20 feet from me, like as the crow flies.
Yeah.
All right. So in that case, bonus action. I think I'm gonna have to roll it in Discord because there's no action in D&D Beyond to take a health potion. So, what is the roll command in Discord again?
What is it?
Or to take a health potion.
I need to take a health potion, but I can't roll that on D&D Beyond. What is the Discord roll command? Is it exclamation point, roll, and then...
Oh, I think D&D Beyond lets you roll individual dice.
He's doing it on his phone. I don't know.
I'm on my
Yeah, I
phone.
think you still can. There should be
okay.
a die. So if you click on the die button at the bottom.
Oh,
on your phone.
beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, that's even better. Roll. So that's 7 plus 2, so Varo heals 9 points.
Thank you,
And
I have you at full health here. I don't know if that was accurate.
no, I haven't been using
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I've been keeping track on D&D Beyond. I'm at a 25 out of 39.
Okay.
But I will take out a dart and throw a dart at the one on the wall. That's a 18 to hit.
Ooh, 18 just hits.
And that is 7 points of piercing damage, and I will do it again. Oh, so close. It's 26 to hit. It was natural 19. I thought it was going to roll.
Yeah, 26 hits.
And that is another 8 points of damage. And then with my movement, if you wouldn't mind moving me, I will get closer towards my buddy Uma and back her up That's all Varo can do.
All right, so Varo, yeah, you take out these darts and you'd be great at a pub because both of them hit the bullseye, and this goblin just his eyes roll to the back of his head, and he just drops 10 feet down to the floor, splat, flat right on his face, dead. DED, dead.
I have thrown a dart here or there for some coin. Don't tell anyone though. I don't know the rules.
Of course not. Down
Hey.
low. She like puts her hand down low because she's very small as a goblin for a low 5.
And you're up.
And Varo matches. Like he puts his hand out down low. He's like real
She's
low.
like,
yeah,
"Mm."
real.
She slaps it
Oh.
and runs.
All right.
It's my turn, right?
Yep.
All right. How far up the wall is this guy?
10 feet.
All right. He's gonna run up, like near the bottom. Just look at it, and then hit with her crossbow. Fire twice. She's gonna say, "Come down here." Nope, that doesn't hit.
Please. 15 misses.
And a 17.
17 hits.
Two damage.
You. He's like, taking it like right in the lower back as he's climbing up the wall.
All right, that's all she's gonna do, and then she's just gonna wait, looking at it, like, come on.
All right. So he climbs. Right. It's back up to him, I believe. He's the last surviving goblin. No. Elar's next. So Elar. I don't think this guy is high enough, so Elar's gonna have to move. Let's see, Elar goes like in front of Varo. Then he should be able to have a clean line of sight to do some blasting. So, wow, 24. And a
There you go.
21.
Get it, get it, get it.
Ela always with the clutch.
So it's 5, 10.
12.
12 damage. I know the math, it just takes some time. So yeah, Elar just, again, with style and grace, just walks over, puts his hand up, and pow! You're really determined, because whenever Elar misses the first time, the second time is always super powerful. So 2 very powerful blasts come out and hit this goblin is scurrying up the wall as fast as he can, but he can 2 eldritch blasts, and he is blowing into the wall. Like, his body does not fall down to the ground, like it is just like literally plastered into the side of the stone wall. And that dude is dead. And that was it. We're out of initiative now.
Still out of foundry.
Still out of foundry.
Here, let me try to reload it.
All right. It is now quiet. All the commotion of this battle has ended. No other goblins seem to be in this encampment, which you kind of find a little odd, because it does seem like this is like the main goblin barracks, or you would assume it a main goblin barracks with all the tents and the rest of the goblins. It is now fairly quiet. You just hear the regular noise of dark caverns, the little drip of water here and there. I don't know, subterranean rats scurrying by, and you are left now in this cavern with all these tents and empty bodies with a nice little warm fire going. And your own thoughts.
Uma's gonna start going through some of the bodies, just kind of casually. And as she does so, she's gonna call out to them, like, I guess maybe we look around and see where to go next.
Yeah, we should probably survey the surroundings, see if any place looks promising.
So, Uma, checking the bodies, the closest ones to you, like pretty much every other goblin bodies you've inspected, they don't have any valuables on them. Yeah, they have like they're not super great weapons. Like some of these ones are these ones higher in the cast and a little tougher. So you do notice that like their scimitar is in a little better shape. You don't know if they take care of the weapon or it's just more newly acquired. Their leather armor is better than some of the other goblins that you've encountered so far. The archers, they're just like every other archers you've found. They just have just very little on them, nothing of value, no notes or anything like that. So, Varo, what would you want to be doing around here?
Hold on. I have a little window on Twitch that I can't really see the whole room, but Var would like to just kind of do a quick walk of the perimeter just to check down, see if there's any, like not quite hidden, but like any sort of like entrances. Like he's remembering that weird one in the base of the tent, so he's like kind of like feeling on the walls and stuff. Like, are there like other weird compartments? Because he remembers Jarvis found that other passway beyond the water and the vines. So he doesn't know what he's really doing, but he is just patting all the sides.
All right,
he's looking around.
So yeah, you can as I said, as they can see, there besides the fire that is lighting up the tents in the middle, there's like about a dozen or so tents. They're fairly large tents. A couple of small ones here and there, larger than most of the tents you've encountered so far. In the center of the room, and several parts of the room are lit up by the green phosphorescent moss that grows on the walls in certain locations here. And so as Varo kind of just makes a perimeter walk, let's see, we'll start from the bottom left. There is a large opening. It's similar to the opening to this cavern that you came in. This just looks like the way out. It's the same size and just another like I don't know if you would say
like opening.
Mined out. Yeah, just not like it's not like a small. It's just a large opening in the cavern. Then to the right, going right down that way, lit up by the phosphorescent stuff on the wall there is a smaller goblin-sized, or it's not as large, like a large. Gary couldn't fit into this, but like the rest of you possibly could. It might be a tight squeeze, but it's a goblin-sized, like smaller tunnel that's there, and that one's like behind a tent in between some moss. And then you keep feeling, you come to a flat wall, which is now that you know that there is an actual keep in, like that this is a keep above this goblin lair, you Varo, you can put two and two together that this isn't a cave wall. This has to be like the foundation of the keep because it is not like a rough, craggly surface. It is smooth, carved stone. And then that comes down to a partial circular area, and before it turns back into the rough wall of the cavern, where you find another smaller tunnel that leads off north in another direction. It's about the same size as the second tunnel that you found in this room.
Well, seems like there's only one real way to go from here. Unless we want to go back again.
All right, leader, lead us
And
on.
Jarvis, Uma could definitely fit in either of the two smaller tunnels. Varo, you are pretty certain you can fit, and we're not sure about Elar. Like,
Elar's a goblin.
But I thought he didn't. Did he shrink? Did he?
Yes.
I thought. Did he, okay. Okay. So then I get Elar. Somebody's spell is about to run out. Was it Jarvis? Only had 1 hour on his
Yeah,
goblin
Jarvis
transformation spell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But he's not going to be a goblin, but he'll be the same size.
his size will be fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, Elar can fit. I think Elar had like 4 or 5 hours, and you had like 10 hours or something.
I had 12. Elar had 9.
Okay.
All
right.
So there's a couple of those goblin passages too. Might be better to go down those. At least we don't have to worry about getting ambushed.
We're in a goblin lair. What are you talking about? Not getting ambushed? We just got ambushed. Anybody wonder how they knew we were gonna be here?
Well, what do you mean? I thought that went rather well.
Yeah, I agree. We held our own really well.
Yeah,
You think
I
these
mean,
disguises aren't working anymore?
I mean, at least this time Elar didn't burn down the whole forest. I mean, you know, that is a possibility.
It will regrow.
In a
I mean-
very long time, yeah. Maybe. I mean that dryad probably will regrow it. So yeah, you're right. No harm, no foul, right?
Right.
I mean, we weren't harmed.
Yeah. Not by the fire.
No, definitely not. Will we stand behind Elar when they get that look in their eye?
Do we want to check these tents?
That's a great idea, Jarvis. I
Yeah,
guess
go ahead.
we'll start looking through the tents and looting and see what these goblins got. And if anything looks nice that Varo can't carry out, he's definitely knocking it out.
All right, so you guys start going through the tents. There is a larger gray tent towards the middle that you open up, and your eyes kind of go. This is definitely a Goblin Armory. It is full of daggers, short bows, quivers, standard arrows, and a few flame arrows. They're all stored on various shelves and bins.
Are there any darts?
There are no darts.
Damn it.
Jarvin, I already forgot his name because you guys keep saying a different name each time. I think it's Jarvis. Jarvin. I was right the first time. Jarvin just goes woohoo, and he grabs 2 daggers, shoves them in his belt.
Varo will. How many daggers are there?
There's a bunch. Like there's a bunch of shelves, and then like a bunch of like barrels and boxes with like weapons just kind of thrown in them.
Varo will take 4 daggers.
All right. Oh, and then there are several suits of leather and chainmail, but they are all for creatures of small size. They are piled up on the other side of the tent. They're crudely
Yeah,
made, but
these-
they're functional.
All those
Jarvis,
medium.
Jarvis also takes he just lifts up a leather armor and he goes, "That'll do." He just shimmies that on, feeling still exhausted as hell, but feeling a little more protected, and takes a look around, grabs one more dagger, and puts it in his back belt.
Uma's gonna go up to Jarvin and she's just gonna pat him gently on the back in her little goblin form, and is gonna be like, I'm really sorry that I said you were useless before. I'm just under a lot of stress. We still haven't found our friend. I'm usually much nicer than this. The stress has gotten to me. I don't really like killing things just willy-nilly, and these guys have just not been very helpful in allowing me to not do that. So, I appreciate the help that you have been giving us up until this point, and I just wanted to let you know I'm usually much nicer than this as a person.
Well, you're not wrong. I am pretty useless and not where I was a year ago. If maybe I can make it up to you by finding your friend. Like I said, I know there's a prison in this keep. It's got to be in the lower levels. I wouldn't be surprised if it's on the other side of that wall, actually. But I don't know how to get to it. Anyway, and one of... Sorry, go ahead.
And Varo was just looking if there's like any tables or anything. He just wants to kind of knock it over.
Well, there's if you're not taking any of the arrows and bows, you can snap all those.
Oh yeah, Varo is definitely gonna break the arrows.
So yeah, but I think you've broken every arrow so far. It's like, in one of
his friends keep getting shot up with these arrows that are on fire, and he's like, "I'm sick of this. This ain't right."
Yeah, the other tents don't have a whole lot in them, just random goblin belongings and stuff like that. You do find another in a red tent. You find that there is a locked chest in this one. The other tents don't have any chests. Like this one's like, it's kind of like the other goblin tent that you found near the little goblin harem, where this looks like it's got a more comfortable bed, goblin speaking wise, and then this large locked chest next to the bed.
What is the chest made out of?
It looks like to be a like a wood but reinforced with metal, and then it's like a large lock and key type of lock.
Is there a key under the pillow?
You can roll an investigation.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. No, you're looking. It's like you're tearing this bed up, like an extra thick pile of like hay for padding. And if there's a key, you're not finding it in this pile of hay.
Uma's gonna come over and she's gonna go, "May I?" and like show her great sword that she has.
That's a fantastic idea, Uma. Like I said, you're the brains.
She's gonna attack it.
All right, go ahead, roll an attack.
Attack. 21.
All right, so just with one hefty swing, you crack the lock. It's still on there, but you can see that you got it pretty damn good.
So she's gonna step back and just gesture down to the lock. After you, sir.
That was smooth. And Varo's gonna check what's in there.
He's
Well,
gonna wink at Jarvin.
it's still locked, but like
Oh, it's still-
she didn't destroy the lock completely, but like she damaged it enough that you can see like you can finish it off. As
Oh,
long as
Oh,
you
how
don't
many
like
hit points? Because I can re-roll that one.
go ahead, you can re-roll the one.
Oh, it's a 2.
No.
Yeah, Varo is definitely he's gonna breathe in, breathe out, and smash it. Oh, that's a 9.
That's a 9. So you're flustered about not finding the key, and you actually miss the mark. You're like, yeah, you hit the lock a little bit, but miss, and you kind of hit the chest, and you weren't ready to hit a flat surface, so you kind of hurt your hand a little.
I got 2. It's going for the other one. It's a 17.
All right, there you go.
And that is max damage, 10 points of damage.
All right, and that was just enough. That was all it needed. So you just you're like, let me down, righty. So lefty comes in and just finishes this lock, cracks it right in half, and
Good, no chance.
you open up this chest, and it contains a stash of potions, which includes 3 more potions of disguise, 2 potions of invisibility, and 2 potions of speed.
Okay.
Potion of speed. Just because Varo likes the sound of that, he is gonna ask for a potion of speed.
You can have them both. Unless, actually, Jarvin, you want to take this? You're a little, slow.
Yeah, I could come in handy in a pinch.
We got more disguise potions. Just gonna, like... We want to maybe try to be different goblins? How many of these do we have? 2?
There was, I said 2
Yeah,
more in
3.
here.
2?
Yeah, three potions of disguise in here. 2 potions of invisibility. He's like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if they're
How
looking
far-
for specific goblins, and then we change into different goblins, then...
Not for nothing, Uma. We really haven't fooled anybody this whole time. I don't think they care if we're goblins or not. I think they're gonna try and kill us either way. I mean,
Really?
you remember he took that when you took that one hostage. They just got through him. They didn't even hesitate. I don't think that we can just mingle.
I believe we fooled a few of them early on.
Well, how about this? I mean, if we are all goblins, then we can fit into the goblin holes.
That makes a lot of sense. That's why you're the brains.
Well, you're the leader.
I do go in first a lot. Yeah. I never think things through. So, yeah. I do take the lead.
He's gonna hand him one of the potions of disguise, like, and then one to Jarvin too. Like, I mean, I guess you can fit in. So if you're not really interested in being a goblin, that's fine. I'm kind of hefty in my normal form. Like, I got a lot of muscles, so I'm best a little bit smaller. It's been a little fun too to be this small and dainty.
So were you gonna take another one to become a different goblin, or?
No, she was handing it to Jarvin because his is gonna run out soon, and then one to Varo so that he could get smaller. But she and Elar have like several hours left.
Right.
Hers was 12 hours.
So what was it? 2d4 hours?
I believe it was
Or
2d4
was it-
plus something because I got 12 somehow.
Or was it 2d10?
I'll get it up real quick. Scans. That's not what I'm looking for. Disguise self.
Should say in your thingy.
Yeah, I just don't know where in this 400-page document that is.
Well, I somehow got 12 hours, so I would say it's like maybe 2d8 or 2d6. You should probably just make the call.
Yeah. What did we say originally? We thought it was 2d8.
Maybe.
It
2d8
has
hours?
to at least be 2d8.
Yeah, I got 12 hours, so it's got to be something like that.
And then a plus what would it be?
I would just go with the 2d8.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, 2d8.
2d8. Watch, I'm gonna find it as soon as everybody rolls.
7 hours for Varo.
All right, let me roll for this dude here. 2d8. All right, 9 hours.
All right.
How
we're
did
all
he get?
goblins.
How did he get 1 hour last time?
Well, maybe it was oh no, here it is, 2d12. I don't know how he got 1 hour. It's 2d12 hours.
Okay.
But whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
9 is fine.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna be in here that long.
Got the day again.
All right, so now we're all goblins again.
All right. So, yep, the magical spell works around them, and there's no shrinking in size this time. So Varo is much taller than normal, but his ears kind of like elongate and flatten out, and his nose grows. You're looking at your hands, Varo, and you're like, this is just weird because, like, you know, they're your precious destroyers, but they're green and they got like these black, long clawed nails.
Varo's gonna take a minute. He's gonna look at his clothes with the green skin like coming through. Then he's gonna look at the goblins and look at his clothes. I don't like how well I'm dressed for being a goblin right now.
It shrinks you down to a minimum size of small.
All right then. Well,
That's
then
what-
you
that's-
also shrink down.
That's what this says. This is Pathfinder. So, all right, let's. You want to go to the north? You want to go up this way?
Oh. What about the south here? Which,
You want to go to the south?
I guess it depends. Like, which one smells worse?
I feel like the smell is the same.
I think up there smells far worse than down here.
Is
Yeah,
that good
my-
or bad? I thought we would go to the stinkier area.
I don't know. What could stinky mean?
Could mean prisoners that haven't washed in a while, or animals, maybe.
Animals.
We can go south.
I mean, I'm
Let's
just
go.
following you people, just keeping my breath. So wherever you want to go, I'll be huffing along right behind.
All right, come on, let's go this way.
You going down the
Let's-
main tunnel or the other?
Yeah,
Okay.
Emma's gonna head down,
All right.
or actually, she's gonna like point, like look back at him. Like, is this the one you meant, or the little one? You want to go down the little tunnel? What do we want to do? Who's making the decision?
He points over to the goblin formerly known as Varo and goes, "I thought you kept calling that guy boss."
Oh yeah, he is our leader. Leader, which
Oh yeah, that's right. I run in first.
You want to go in the little tunnel or the big tunnel?
Um, yeah, because we already shrunk down. Why don't we try and go in the little tunnel? Because be less of a chance for them to sneak up on us.
All right. I'll go in last.
Varo goes in first.
Varo goes in first. Alright. So, yeah, you have no problem entering this more goblin-sized tunnel now that you are smaller. It's not as small as like some of like the more hidden, presumably escape tunnels that you have encountered. But it would have been a tighter fit for you and definitely for Elar, who I guess is also goblin-sized. Actually, I totally forgot about that. All right, so are you going stealthily? How are you?
Varo would like to go stealthily.
So go ahead and roll a stealth check.
I will also roll.
24.
Stealth roll.
All right.
At disadvantage. To 12.
All right. Varo is going very silently. Let me. I should roll for these other two. Yes.
I'm in the back, like on purpose. So.
Okay. So he's got a roll with disadvantage. That's an 8 for the friggin' for the rogue. And then Elar is your stealth. And nat 20 for Elar. So Elar is almost gliding over the ground here. Uma, you notice Jarvis. He's like really out of breath, like almost a smoker. He's just like, goddamn. He's starting to sound like Krusty the Clown. Oh. All right. So you are walking. Are you checking for anything? Walk, or are you just going slowly?
Varo's going slowly, looking for any openings so you can kind of look around, see what's around them, what might be waiting for them.
It's a pretty narrow tunnel, so you can see that it comes around a bend in a few feet.
He's gonna slowly approach the bend and try and look down before everyone else comes around.
You look down, like at the ground.
Look
down the hall. Okay.
Yeah, see if there's anything you can see.
All right. So yeah, you come around the bend, and what can you see here? And let's see. We are going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. It was 19.
A 19. All right. Roll me a d4 also.
1.
All right. So as you come around the bend and you look down the hallway, you can see another wall with the outline of like a door, like you've seen before, kind of that like you push in and out, that is part of like the stone wall. But as you do that, you're kind of like touching the wall, and then your hand feels something funny, and just in the nick of time you realize this is not part of a wall, and you duck, and you kind of do a little jump forward as this like electrified field just lights up the middle of this tunnel, like with a blinding light that it disorients everybody, because you're in a even with your dark vision, like it's like bright flash of sunlight as this electrical field just exactly where you just were. And with that, the tunnel starts rumbling and collapsing. Chunks of the ceiling, which is not
So
too high
is-
from you.
Is the electric like looking thing still in front of the door? Is it still?
It was
like,
like in the
glowing?
it was like in the middle. It was like in the middle of the path. Like you couldn't tell if it was like a tripwire or some sort of magical spell. You just felt your hand triggered something and you reacted fast enough to avoid being enveloped by this electrical field. So like it dissipated. It's not there anymore. But then like this cavern, like it's starting to shake and crumble.
Varo's gonna try and push open the door.
All right, yeah, you push it open, no problem. Like it's heavy because it's a steel, it's a big stone slab, but it does push right into the room. But you got seconds before you feel this tunnel is gonna collapse in on you.
Go on, everyone. Go, 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 go.
All right,
Someone's gonna be pushing at Jarvin like, go, 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 Jarvis, go.
everybody make so Varo, you get into the room. Everyone else is gonna have to make another dex save.
All right. Everybody in front of me and around me gets +1 to their saves. So
All right,
that's a 14 for me.
so +1, no, so 25 for Elar, and poor Jarvin. Let's see.
Is it disadvantage for 3
Oh.
levels of exhaustion on saving throws?
Oh no.
Yeah, you got
You
it
got
now.
a 5.
All right, so
But he's
Like,
a rogue. That's one of his saving throws. What's the total?
it's
What's
a
the total?
total
Plus
of
3.
4.
It's a 5.
Oh,
You got
5
plus
because you're
1.
+1. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Varo and Elar, they make it
How
into
does
that
a
room
rogue have that low of a dex save?
because
How?
he's rolling with disadvantage and he's been a prisoner for a year.
Right, but shouldn't he have like a +6 or a +7 for a dex save?
I didn't make him the stats. This is how
I know. That's what I mean. Who's making these rogues with like no dexterity? Like that's horrible.
Well, I mean, he's got 17 plus 3. So,
It might
but,
be
like,
because he was. It's how long has he been a prisoner for? Like a year or 2.
at least a year. Yeah. So he's got 3 points of exhaustion. So he's got like disadvantage on everything he does.
Jarvis. Whew. Take a nap.
So Uma, you're pushing him, try to get him to go further, and he actually falls down to the ground, which makes you actually like stumble forward, and you roll into the room, and he's at like the threshold as the tunnel collapses, and he takes some damage here. Ooh, okay.
As after you roll the damage, but as the tunnel is collapsing, she's going to turn around and grab his hand, and she's going to, if he passes out, like if he goes slack, she's going to give him 5 points of healing to bring him back.
All right, he's scrambling to get to his feet. You grab his hand, and the rocks just start falling on him. He's like they're falling on his back, like and between you pulling and him, pushing with his feet to he just kind of flumps into the tunnel as the rest of the cavern behind you collapses, and he takes 12 points bludgeoning damage from that.
But he doesn't pass out.
He doesn't pass out. He's
Okay.
he's still good. He's a little bloodied. He's like he's got a limp now. On top of already being slow. So, and he's just like, thanks. I really am much better than this. So you guys are now looking at the cavern behind you. You cannot go backwards. That way is now cut off to you. You stand in a circular room. To your surprise, it is not another cavern. It is it's a room you're kind of familiar with, that you have sort of seen before. Not this exact room, but this style of room. You recognize this as the basement of a tower. Just like when you were in the secret passage, hiding from the goblin patrols in the farm, it's similar to that. As you look around, there is just like that. Well, did that one? That one didn't have a ladder. This one has a ladder going into it, just like the one that was in the secret passage underneath the tent. But the difference is this one has a doorway out. So you have two options here of going up or going out this door. Which you have noticed this so far, this is the only basement, tower basement that has had a door. Each one has been like a solid circular room with just the ladder that goes up the tower.
Can Varo put his ear to the door, see if he hears anything on the other side?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
I might cast a spell right now. Let me look.
It's a 13.
13. So you yeah, you don't hear anything on the other side. It's just silent. And the door is made of wood, and you can see you're like with your ear to the door, but looking down, you do notice that like there's a little light coming out from underneath the door. So there is a light source coming from the other side. It is not like pitch black.
Varo drops like he's about to do a blurpee, and he's gonna try and look underneath the door, see if he can see into the room.
All right. What you can see is just old, dusty stone floor. And you can't see up, but it's definitely lit, and most likely lit by torch.
I don't know. No.
And you
Jarv
didn't
over
see
here.
any feet or anything, down the hallway.
I know Jarv over here said that Gary's probably in the basement. I think this is pretty close to that's flat wall. This could be where Gary is.
We are definitely inside the keep again.
Uma is she's going to hold her her focus close to her chest and say a little prayer to Tempest and cast aid on everybody, so everyone's hit points go up by 5 and maximum hit points go up by 5 except for her. So she's casting it on everybody in the room except for herself. And that lasts 8 hours, and it is not concentration.
All right, nice. Yeah. Is it temporary hit points? It just goes up by 5 until the spell ends.
Yep, until the spell ends, everybody has 5 more hit points.
Nice. That is
A
great
little light kind of shimmers off of her, emanates for a second, and then fades. Well, this might be it. So, I'm gonna make sure everybody's feeling better. Even just a
I
little
feel
bit.
a lot better after that. I do.
Yeah.
Do we want to see what's behind door number 1?
Yeah,
Well-
how's everybody doing? Does anybody need? Hold on, let me look at my stuff in my inventory and see what I have. I don't have any more healing potions, I don't think. Oh no, wait, I do.
Yeah.
I got 4 of them.
I
Gonna
You
hand
found
out.
several. All right.
I would love a healing potion, boss. Really would.
Gonna hand everybody 1. and keep one for
Jarvin
herself.
downs it right away.
I was gonna say, yeah, Varo cannot get the top of that off fast enough.
All right, so she's got one left.
9 points.
2d4.
84 plus 2.
Oops, I did +4. My bad. 2d4 plus 2.
Just
All
8.
right.
Just minus 2 from what you did. She gave him 8. You rolled it. You just put too
Okay.
many.
Too many. My finger was on the trigger. All right, so yeah, he's like, oh, you see like the cut on his head. It just like Wolverine style slowly begins to close up. The blood on his nose dries a little faster. He's still got a limp, but it's not nearly as bad as when he came out of the tunnel and stood up.
Right. Well, if you're ready.
I'm never
Right.
ready, but I'm always willing.
All right, let's do it. She's gonna open the door slowly.
All right. So
She's
you
gonna
reach
try
for
to
the
go quietly.
you reach for the door and it does not open. You try again and you can't open it, and you look and there is a lock, and you do not know how to unlock this door. You do
Looks
not
at
have the key.
Jarvin. You want to give
Oh,
this a
yeah,
try?
yeah. All right, yeah, sure. He comes over, and so what should he use here?
Thieves' tools. Well, I guess I don't know if he's got it, but
Oh, he wouldn't. No, he doesn't have thieves' tools because he didn't even have armor or anything until just that recent raid.
he could do like sleight of hand.
Yeah, all right. So let's see.
To try to makeshift.
That's a nat one.
What kind of
See-
door is
the-
this?
What?
I was gonna say, seeing Jarvis kind of struggle, Varl comes up and kicks the door.
The other one was a 19 too. Fucking disadvantage. All right, Varo. So you go ahead. You come kick the door. Why don't you roll for that?
That's an 11.
That's an 11. You roll the damage.
What kind of door is it? Just like a wooden door?
And
This
damage.
one, yeah, this is it's a wooden door. Is it
Okay.
10 damage?
10 damage.
Okay, so yeah, you kick the door and it splinters, and you actually knock off the top hinge. The bottom hinge is still there.
Second attack, second kick. Ooh, that's a nat one.
That's a nat one. So
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, that's a 7. That's a
Oh.
14. I was looking at the little dice, and I was like, oh, that's a 1, but then the thing says it's 14.
all right, good. So yeah, you with your second kick, you knock that bottom hinge off, and this door very loudly slams out, hits the wall, and then just clatters to the floor and just breaks into several wooden pieces.
Varro's gonna slowly walk into the room and kind of like look around, see if anyone heard that.
All right. Are we both opening the same door? I'm like, you open door, I open door, you open door, I open door. All right, so Varo, yeah, you roll me. I was gonna say a stealth, but that's kind of unnecessary at this. Kick the door into the hallway. So as you kind of slowly walk in, you are in a hallway, and there torches on the wall provide a bright light, and there are 4 other doors in this hallway along the wall that you can see. And down at the end, it looks like there is another door that leads to presumably the bottom, the basement of the other tower.
What kind of doors are these?
Let's see, these doors are actually metal doors, and each one has kind of like a little, like, I don't know what you call it, a little slit that can slide open and closed.
Keyhole.
Like, yeah, like on each of them about well, for, I was gonna say about eye height, but goblin eye height.
Alright, Uma's gonna, like, going down the line, she's just gonna tap on each one and be like, Gary! Tap, 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 Gary! Tap, 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 Gary!
And Varo's gonna be like right behind her after she like taps, goes Gary. He's gonna look and see if Gary is inside the room.
All right, so the first. So we'll go with Uma first. I mean, are you tapping and going, or are you waiting?
Yeah,
for
she's
spawn?
tapping and going. She's gonna knock on each of them.
Okay. You don't hear anybody in that first one, like, and do roll perception.
I am, like, proficient in this, but roll horribly every time.
Okay.
15.
You're tapping and going. Nobody calls out or says anything from the first room, but you thought you heard movement, but you just moved really fast to the next one, to which you tapped and there's silence. You tapped on the third one and there's silence, and you tapped on the final door, and either you stop and hear movement there, and then you hear a feminine voice go, "What?"
Gonna open up the peephole on the last one, and assuming that the other people, my party is behind me and checking the other doors. That's why she didn't wait.
All right, so you slide that open, and we go back to Varo. And Varo, you are at the first door. You were checking up behind each of the doors, correct? What you were you're doing here? Okay. So let me just bring up that in here. So in so you open up that first one and you're looking in, and you see a goblin just kind of like standing in the middle of the room. He's fitted with I don't know if you would know what it is, but he's got a helmet on his head that covers his mouth, but like you like, it's almost like a man in the iron mask type thing. Like, it covers his head, but like the eyes are free. And then there's like an extra bolt just over the mouth area, and he is in shackles, like his like shackled that are together in his hands that go down, and then his feet are shackled, and he's just kind of like standing in the middle of the room, and he just kind of does a little.
Varo waves back. You seen a big guy, blue, likes to sparkle? You seen anyone like that? No, nod yes or no.
He just kind of goes.
Are you all right?
And he goes.
The goblins who
gesturing to the chains.
the goblins who put you in here. I bet you'd like to get back at them, huh?
You see his eyes like go down. You presume there's a big smile under the helmet.
So is there like a lock on this door, or just like a latch, so like deadbolt, so that he can like open it up?
Like, good question. Let's see. right. You are not sure how to open this door because there does not seem to be any lock on here. But you are like shaking the door and trying to open it. It is like it doesn't even move.
There's no hinges visible and no handles visible.
Well, it looks there's a handle, but there's no lock. There's like no key lock or anything. Like it looks like it's just simply like it's simply closed, but it's somehow still locked.
Varo pulls really hard.
It does not budge. And then
He-
we are gonna
I was
go
gonna
back.
say, as we're cutting away, he has the handle, but he's got like 2 feet up on the wall,
It's like
trying to like open it.
So we go back to Uma and standing in a tall
Do we want to? It's 10:30. Do we want to save this RP for the reveal of who the prisoner is? Do we want to save this?
It's up to you guys.
Is it somebody important?
Don't know.
I mean, the last time we got Jarvis, we got Hannibal Lecter, Goblin about to join the party. Like this is gonna get interesting. Like Varo is like gonna set this thing loose on any goblin he can find. He's gonna just be like, "Come on, we'll get you your revenge. Let's go."
I don't mind hearing what she looks like. Uma would be looking in. I don't know if there's any. Oh well, the light from behind her maybe.
Yeah, the cell's dark, so like
I've got dark vision though.
you got dark vision. Yeah, if you want me to say. Okay, so let me find her description.
Weren't you just reading it?
There's a lot to read here. Yeah, so in front of you there is a tall elven woman. You can't really tell her age because, you know, elves, but she seems she the way she stands and holds herself, it's like very proper and regal. So wearing like some sort of helmet on her head, but her mouth is not it's not gagged and bolted shut like the other goblin. And she's got dark vision, but the light from behind you peering into the handle kind of like, you know, it's canceling it out, and she's like looking, and then she goes, "Ugh, more of you." And that is where we will pick up next week.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Oh, just as we finish.
Perfect timing. No. So we are about to do our giveaway for the night. Hello, welcome in, first time chatter. Harper Prudence, welcome. Thank you for the raid. It was from Nat21 Adventures. Nice to
thank
see
you.
you. We are going to be doing a giveaway, and please do feel free to enter. Type hashtag BEADND. We're going to be doing the giveaway in just a few minutes. So if you type hashtag BEADND, our friends and sponsors at BDND are wonderful and allow us to give away some of their merch every single time we do a live D&D stream. So you've come in really at the perfect time. Hashtag BEADND. You can check out their shop. I did just put the link. If you scroll up a little bit, you can go to their shop, bdnd.com/shop. And that is the selection of items that you would be able to choose from. It's a t-shirt giveaway. So any of the designs, if you go to tees, you'll see they've got a gelatinous cube that they just came out with. If you love coffee, there's a coffee dragon. There's a wing buffet dragon. There is a rabbicorn and a piano mimic. So we are going to be doing that giveaway in just a minute. We have just finished up our session for the night, but again, perfect timing. Thank you for coming in. And we also have been doing on our D&D sessions, our lovely moderator, Cheese Cat, has been running a hide and seek tournament in our chat where you just lurk and then try to find the hider, the lurker. And it's really anybody's game. It's points that are racking up, and there will be 4 winners at the end of the tournament, which will be in a month exactly, is when it ends. And you will win handmade resin art by our friend and moderator, Cheese Cat. So, I'm just going to throw this back in the chat again one more time. Hashtag BEADND, and I'm going to roll our beautiful bean footage while some of you get a last minute entry into the giveaway. Oh, what a beautiful bean footage. So it is giveaway time. I am also going to roll our credits at the same time because I forget every time to do that. Also, we are just full of giveaways here. So we do a monthly giveaway as well. And our monthly giveaway is a set of beautiful dice that is handmade by our friends over at Almost Critical Dice. So you can check that out. And we will be doing that giveaway next week, actually, because next week is November. So the way it works, you enter as many times as you want throughout the month. And the following month, at the beginning of it, we will roll for whoever wins. So if you enter 10 times, you have 10 chances to win. And so you just enter as many times as you want, using your channel points or hanging out in our Discord. And then we have other ways of winning, like as time goes on as well. So the dice are gorgeous. You need to check them out. I do have them above Cuba's head as we go through, but you can also check out our Instagram. And I did just post pictures of the final inked dice that were finally, well, pictures were sent to me from Almost Critical. It is up on our Twitter, so you can go see what that looks like now. All right, so one last time, I'm going to throw this out there. Type hashtag BEADND. And look at that. Look how many people we have who entered. This is great. Peppa Tiefling. Thank you for entering. It's such a good name. Thank you for entering into our monthly giveaway. And let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. So I am going to close the giveaway. It looks like everybody who's gotten in that wants to win is in so far. So we're going to close the giveaway. As I said, we do this every time we do a live D&D stream. So it is Sundays and Tuesdays. Sundays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time and Tuesdays 9 to 10:30. And we're going to pick a winner. Graham. I'm picking another one.
Graham.
I'm picking another one too.
Like it is. This is so like slanted towards Graham. No offense, Graham, but like you
Graham,
hacked our algorithm.
Yes, you have. I'm gonna pick another one. Rev Tommy.
Tommy.
Hey,
I was like, Tommy?
Rev
Congratulations! You both have won
Yeah.
a wonderful gift from BD&D. No, Graham, you still won. You still won.
Graham,
because-
you always win.
No, you still won because we're
No,
not.
I know,
gonna-
I know. I mean, like, I'm not saying she doesn't get to win. I'm saying
No,
even
yeah,
when
no.
you know,
We're
you
not
always win.
playing. We're not playing on Sunday, so that'll just be the Sunday winnings. So we're doing two giveaways tonight because
Graham's got to be part of the Mug Club, right? At this point.
no, Graham hasn't
No?
gotten anything.
Oh.
Graham always
Graham always gives it away.
gives it away. That's why it's almost like fitting that Graham keeps winning. It's like karma is complete circle right there. I mean, it's so poetic.
No, Graham. Of course, you won. You
No.
entered. You entered into a giveaway.
Nope.
You are here all the time. We appreciate you. You won. Thank you so much.
You should get a mug though, so you can join the Mug Club.
Yes, get a mug so you can join the mug club. And Rev Tommy, congratulations on winning. So what we've been doing, and we're gonna probably start this, is the first time you win, you get a t-shirt. The second time you win, you get a mug if you would like, and you can join the mug club. We're all getting mugs, and then we're going to take pictures and figure out how to show our support for BD&D. So congratulations to Rev Tommy and to Grem. Thank you both so much. Thank you everybody who entered into the giveaway tonight. You always have a chance to win some BD&D merch because we play Sundays and Tuesdays D&D, and they have been lovely enough to allow us to give away stuff. Yes, Rev Tommy, you can get a mug if you'd like. All right, so we are actually going to raid. Thank you so much, Nat21 Adventures. If you are not following them yet, please do so. I'm going to do a shout out. I'm bad at all of the keeping track of all the things I gotta do here. And yeah, Rev Tommy, if you go look at their designs, they have a new gelatinous cube, and they have the dragon cup of coffee, and whatever you want. Any of them is a good choice. And we're gonna figure out how to get the BD&D mug club going. So let's see. I don't see any of our teammates playing at the moment. We did raid ADH Adventures yesterday, I believe. Let me just double check this because it's still showing. How about Nat? Oh, no, Carney Sideshow. Carney Sideshow is up. That is one of our really good friends and our teammates. So we are going to raid them because they're always raiding us. They don't have socks anymore, Das. I didn't see the socks, so unless they brought them back, if they do, that would be great.
Out.
Yeah, they got rid of the
Cheese
socks.
Cat bought all the socks.
So yes, please join us. We will be back. I'm actually going to be over at Blue Collar DM on Thursday playing D&D and playing my first 11th level character as a PC, so we will check that out. You can come get details in the Discord once I have more information, and then we'll be back next Tuesday, actually. No, next Monday for Midnight Mondays. You can come do our horror TTRPG, watch us play that on Monday. And let's see, message from the mod. Thank you for playing hide and seek. And we will be back. On Tuesday with hide and seek, and Monday with Cheese Cat playing in our horror TTRPG, The Midnight World. So
maybe on Sunday, I was gonna say do a rerun of the Eric flashback duet, whatever we want to call it. But if we wanted to keep like a Halloweeny thing, we could rerun one of the Midnight Mondays on Halloween.
oh yeah, maybe I could do a bunch of them.
Yeah, just rerun all of them so far. I think the whole night.
A marathon. That's a good idea. I can upload them all.
A Midnight Monday marathon
on Halloween.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to raid Carney Sideshow before they get to raid us this time, and we will see you on Monday. Sorry, I keep saying Tuesday. Monday for Midnight Mondays. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right, thank you. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.